Morning, my lovers. Right, it's a new day today. Well, it's not a new day, it's an old day. But we're expecting gale force winds today, so this should be a good test for the old microphone muffler. Right, I've got a new machine. Yes, a new machine. Let's see if you can guess what it is. Hold on, I'll turn the on button. Yes. So it says that this detector will turn old fields into new fields. I'm skeptical. You know, I'm not sure I can believe that. So we're about to find out. There she blows. It's like, it folds up quite short like. What you do is you press this button here, this little clip, and you extend it out. You have it about there-ish. It's on the cable is going through here, and it's sort of sprung like the headphones cable. So you've got to hold it. Now it's clipped in place. I got the small coil on, but on my bag I got the bigger coil. Because I think I might start with the small one. This is the first time I've gone out with it, so we're going to see what we can find. Yes, we'll see what we can find. Let's get digging. Right, I got my first signal. I can't have the headphones unplugged today because the cows are in the next door neighbour's field. And that they could come over at any time, and they get attracted to me because of the noise the metal detectors make. And this mine lab is particularly noisy, I've noticed, especially on the pinpoint. And I'm not sure you can even turn the volume down on it. It's really loud. So I'm gonna have a go. My first signal, I think, is a bit of iron. Four inches, right there. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Right, here we go. Well, that's good, I can't even find it. Right, I think it says it's in here. Ah, it is. And there it is. It's a bit of iron. It works. Right, on to the next. Right, I got a cracking signal here, my lovers. I don't know if I can show you on the screen. Right, let's see if I can get in there. Oh. See how that hold on. See how that crosshairs thing, look. Perfectly inside the crosshairs. That usually means coins. I think it usually means coins. Of course, I've never done this before. So we're about to find out. I keep trying to take my headphones off, but it's all wireless, so it doesn't have to take them off. Right, we'll see what this is. Probably a nice lump of foil. Ah. There it is. It's a bit of copper. There you are, see it shining? So it knew it was good stuff. Don't know what that is. Pass. But it's definitely copper or bronze. Right. My first good find was a piece of junk. Right, this next signal, my lovers, was in the iron, but it was also giving me a high pitch number. So it's probably a piece of rusty old horseshoe or something like that, because they can give off the sort of good numbers sometimes. So I'm thinking it's going to be like a bit of old crusty cast iron type stuff. Ah, here we go. Look, what did I tell you? Crusty old iron. Thick stuff, look. So I'm starting to recognise the old signals, because you get this sort of like starring effect that goes across the screen, like a machine gun hitting a wall. Like you get these sort of streaks, and that's indicative of iron. Right, on to the next. Right, I've dug a few holes. I've got it set on some sort of ultimate program that I downloaded from the internet. You can download all these sort of little programs, and you use a program called Exchange 2, and you kind of plug the computer into the Detector, and you can download programs to it. So I got some sort of ultimate program, and I've got it in single tone, because having it in like 50 tones, because you can go from like 1 to like 50 tones, nightmare. It's like it's too much. So I got it in like single tone, just to get used to it. I think what I might do later on is put the bigger coil on, because I have hammered this field, and I'm not getting much with the little coil. So I think with the bigger coil I could get a bit deeper, and then might find some stuff. I bought the detector from Leisure Promotions. They had a really good deal with Harry's iDetect, 10% off. The actual price they had was something like 1,800 and something. Yeah, and with Harry's discount, it dropped it to £1,637 and 10 pence. But still, that's a hell of a reduction, 1,600 from say the other website I was looking at, which was Sue Allen's, and she had it on the same setup with the big coil for 1,950. So it's something like £300 reduction or more. Yeah, quite a bit of a reduction. Maths was not my forte at school. So I'm going to have a bit of a vape, and have a swig of coffee, and then I'll show you how to change the coils. This is The most annoying thing about this detector is having to change the coil is a bit of a palaver, to say the least. Yeah, it's nothing you'd want to do. You'd want to just take a coil to a permission. You wouldn't want to change the coil too often in the field. It's interesting, and I'll show you how to do it, because it is a bit of a nightmare. Oh, right. I got my big coil out. Right, so to change the coil, you've got to press this little thing here, and it sort of slides out. Well, I think, yeah. There we go. Right, so it exposes the wires. You've got to unscrew this. There we go, that's gone. Now, you've got to take this off. No, you take it down to there. Right. And then we've got to undo this bit. I don't think you have to do that. That goes back up. Then you've got to unthread it. I'll get your bigger coil. Ran the wrong way. So undo this one. Pocket. Right. You then got to, because they've got the lugs already in there, put it back on. Tighten that back up. This back up the tube. As far as it will go, because it makes it easier to connect up there then. Right, tighten that up a bit. Back up here. Here it is coming out, look. And it's got a little lug that you've got to swivel it round until you find it. There it goes. And then we've got to screw it. Clicking it back together. And that's it. Done. Right, I've had to take the camera off the tripod because it's pouring with rain and I don't want to get it wet. So I'm carrying it about with me and getting tangled up in this bloody wire. Right, so we got our something reasonable. Ooh. I wonder what that is. Is it something off a... It's a relic of some description. With that pin sticking out like that, you'd think that was something off what do they call them? Oil lamp type thing. But I'm not sure. Normally it's got like a little wheel. So I don't know. But that's my first relic. Said it was 7 inches and... well, it's about... That's my pinpointer. We're done with it. Put it here somewhere. 7 inches. Let's have a look. It's about there. There's the ground level. Pinpointer's 9 inches long. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 7 inches as such. So bang on the money for depth. Right, on to the next. I found an interesting target here, and I went through all the different programs, you know, listening to all the different tones, because they all got like loads of different tones. And I found a program I quite liked, because the noise of it is you get all these different varying tones going up, and some screaming, some really low and bassy, and well, this one just reminded me a bit of my old Detector, so I stuck with it, and look what I come down onto. A thimble. I don't think it's silver. Let's see what it says on the Detector. There it is. Oh, numbers are gone. Gonna have to be quicker. We're at 13, 12. Had a bit of that sort of like speckly effect, so I wasn't sure whether it'd be rubbish. But it had a good tone, so I thought I'd dig it. Right, on to the next. Right, I just had another signal from down there, and it turned out to be a lump of lead. That gave me a nice sweet signal. There's nothing on it, just a bit of lead. But it came up sort of like in the middle of the square thing, the display. Nice high pitch, nice sharp signal. So you do find things with these metal detectors. On to the next. Oh, not very good weather. I really want to get onto my coin field, but the pesky cows are on it. So I found a button, a thimble, and a bit of copper in 2 hours. So I'm gonna have to leave that parked up in my gate. Oh, that's coming in. Right, I'll go and see him. He might be the farmer. That was the farmer. He came in, he didn't see me, he got all my camouflage gear on, so I waved, but he didn't see me. So anyway, where was I? Oh, I want to get on that field down there. I found a lot of coins on that field, so blowing a gale today. It's getting to get windier. So I'm going to pack my bags, have a slash, and try and see if the cows have moved off. If not, I'm going to go to another field where some horses are. Try that. I have found some hammards up there. So we'll see. I'll put it on Sid's hammy program, which I downloaded from his Facebook page, or his Facebook page, or one of his pages. Anyway, I'll see you at the first hole. Right, I got a signal down in here, and it was showing up in the silver range. Is it on? Nope. I haven't dug deep enough. So that could be a good sign, it could be silver. Right, I have to get back to you, it's absolutely pouring. Right, I think I got it. Signal was jumping around a lot, so I think it's a bit of lead. Still, it's pretty deep. Right the way down here, look. That's over a foot deep. Oh, getting tangled up. Where is it? There, look, that's over a foot deep on the old shovel. Right, I'm going to have to put the camera away before it blows up. Oh, another thing, the old CTX 3030, reason I'm not bothered about it getting wet is because it's waterproof to 10 feet deep. You can go scuba diving with it. This rain's getting worse. I'm sheltered under this tree at the moment because oh, that's better. Block it. Oh, yeah. Sheltered under this tree at the moment because it's it's coming down in waves. So I'll give a bit of a rest here. One thing I have noticed with the CTX though, it is considerably heavier than my old one. And I reckon I'm going to probably have to do a bit more working out on my right arm and shoulder, you know, do a few weights. And look at it coming down. And do a few weights and build my shoulder up a bit. Because it's you know, quite heavy, especially with the bigger coil on. Now with the little coil on, it's not too bad. But this is all pasture and it's not, the little coil wouldn't find it much. The bigger coil on, I'm finding targets at 12 inches, so that's good. And they're not necessarily quite big targets. Oh, I'll see if I can get a close-up on this rain coming down for you, without giving me position away too much, because it is really, really horrible. I think I got something here, my lovers. Right, let's have a look. Ooh, I can see something like a... Ooh, that's interesting. It's a good big star. What's on the other side? Dunno. What's that then? It's like, you know, the religious star, Star of Bethlehem and all that. Right, I'm going to get this cleaned up and I'll get back to you. Right, here it is. I don't know. It just looks like some sort of like Christmassy type star. It's got some clasps on the back. Yeah, maybe some sort of Jewish thing. Don't know. Bizarre. Some sort of broochy type thing. I pass. Right, on to the next. Right, I think I need more practice with me pinpointing. I missed this one by a country mile. But I reckon I got my first bit of silver. What's that then? That is odd. Some sort of brooch. Definitely looks like silver. Right, I'm going to have to carefully clean this up. It's pouring down with rain. Blowing a gale. Not very nice weather for metal detecting. Still, I got some silver. Right, my lovers, you look at this. This is a good selling point. Quiet as a church mouse. This is if I can get a signal, at least. Anyway, nice and quiet. Well, look where I am. Power cables. Oh, blow the gale. Maybe I should have done a ground balance. I'll do one of them so we can get some sort of signal anyway. Right, gotta press that bottom thing there. Ground balance in operation. Got hold the coil above the ground. Yeah, ground balance completed. Right, let's try again. There we go. It's an iron signal, but it just goes to show you that we are right underneath power cables and it's as quiet as a church mouse. Right, I'm down the pub. Where else would I be? Now, oh, that's a heat lamp keeping me nice and warm. But there is my brooch. I think it's a brooch. It might be a cat badge. I don't know. It's got like a plume of feathers going over the top, look. Yeah, sorry about that. I got disturbed by my father coming here for we have Sunday lunch here. So, nice brooch, bit of silver. So what's this then, Pete? Is this a cat badge of a posh officer and a gentleman? Looks like there was a pin there, look. Right. I'm gonna have me beer, going for me Sunday lunch. Nice bit of pork or lamb or chicken or beef. See what they got. And then I don't know if I'll be out tomorrow because it's raining again. So we'll have to see. Cheers!